it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a spring pastel makeup tutorial for you. It is this look right here. I'm terrible at posing, so I will just insert a close-up picture as well right here so you can see how beautiful it truly looks. In the beginning of the tutorial, I do already have my brows and my base on because most people have their own routine for those things, and I've done that in many videos, so it just sort of saves time and is something, you know, you don't really need to see me do because you've seen me do it a million times. So I do my eyes and my face and my lips, but not my base or my brows in this tutorial. And it does involve, I think, about 5 different eyeshadow palettes because I don't have one pastel palette that I could just work from. So I had to pull from several different palettes, and some of them are no longer available. So just go for colors in your collection that are similar. I'm sure you have colors that are similar. I'm just working with what I have, so you work with what you have. You don't need to find the no longer available Sephora Cinderella palette. This is several years old, and I don't know how you would ever find this one, but I'm sure the colors that I use in it, you probably have in some other palette that I don't have. If you're following along, pull similar colors and you can get the same effect. I actually already filmed this 2 days ago and wasn't happy with it, so I refilmed it with some different brighter colors and I'm more happy with it. So you can do this look with other colors, and I already have. I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get into the tutorial. So I've already primed my eyes with Urban Decay Primer Potion and set them with a translucent powder. And now we are going in with one of the many palettes, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs palette, and a fluffy crease brush and the shade Pastel 6, this pale yellow right here. I'm going to say this over and over, but if you have a similar color, use it. You don't need this particular palette or any of these palettes. So we are just placing that in the transition area, slightly in and above the crease. Just keep building intensity until you get a vivid light yellow. On my light skin, light yellow doesn't want to show up too much, so I have to really build this and focus it mostly on the inner half. Then we are going in with the ColourPop My Little Pony palette in this peachy orange right here, Applejack, on that same fluffy brush, and fluff that into the outer half of the crease. Then take some more Pastel 6 and just fluff that over the transition in between the two colors to really soften it up and blend them together. And then take a tapered blending brush and the colors Beige 106 and Pastel 101, which is like a darker khaki green and a lighter paler green, and mix them together. Pop those on the outer corner and slowly fluff them in. Then take the fluffy brush with no additional product on it. Just blend the green into the orange a little bit. Not too much because you don't want them to muddy together, but enough that there's not a distinct separation. Then we are taking the Cinderella Sephora palette and this color Cinderella right here and just patting it on the brush. Pat that over top of the green you just placed to really brighten it up and give it more of that light pastel effect. Again, if you have a seafoam green, go ahead and use that. This palette is quite old and no longer available, so unfortunately you won't be able to get your hands on it. Then we are taking a synthetic flat brush and some setting spray, and going into the Viseart Bohemian Dream palette and this light green right here, and popping that over top of the green we have on the outer corner. Then we are going back into the Cinderella palette and taking this shade right here, which is a shimmery yellow color, Gus on that same synthetic brush, and wetting it as well, and popping that on the inner portion of the lid and on the inner corner. Next, I will be taking the Aura palette by Bad Habit and jumping into the Leaf Roll, this light shimmery purple right here. And we are wetting all of these colors with setting spray first. Pop that on the center of the lid, but leave a gap between the yellow and the purple, but meet up with the green. Then we are going back into the Bohemian Dream palette and this light shimmery pink right here. Wet that as well, and take that and place that in the gap in between the yellow and the purple, and flick it up and around to meet the green. Just you and I. Then we are going back into the Aura palette and going in with Awakening right here and a fluffy brush, and just taking a little bit of that and bringing back the orange color because that kind of got covered up by everything. Pop that on the outer half of the crease. And then I'm going to take a little Gus from the Cinderella palette and just run that over top of the yellow in the crease to brighten it up a little bit because it's a little bit dim compared to the rest of the colors. Just lightly sweep it over. And now we are going to do the lower lash line. So we'll be taking a pencil brush and the Cinderella palette Fairy Godmother and Glass Slipper right here to make a bright light blue. We're just going to put that on the outer half of the lower lash line. Eyes in the sky. Then clean that pencil brush off and go into the My Little Pony palette and the shade Minty right here, this lavendery color. Put that on the inner half from where the yellow ends to where the blue begins. Then I'm going to be taking a white eyeliner. This is the NYX retractable eyeliner in white, and throwing that on my waterline. Then I will be taking the Anastasia and Lazy highlighter and taking that pencil brush and popping that on my brow bone and just popping that on the inner corner to brighten up that yellow a little bit. Alright, and now we're going to put on falsies. I prefer this look without liner, so we're just going in with some falsies without a thick band. This is the House of Lashes Bambi Lash, and they are just a clustery, wispy type of lash. Alright, now that I have finally got my lashes on, that took forever, I'm going to put on some Lash Domination mascara and just blend my natural lashes into the false lashes. Now to finish off the rest of the face, I will be taking my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bali Sands and a tulip shaped brush, which is my favorite brush to apply bronzer with, and just putting that all over the cheeks. It is the time of year, even though it snowed this weekend, to warm up the skin and get some color back in my face. I found I've had to start mixing my foundations again to get the right shade, so I know it's okay to pull out the bronzer, that it won't look crazy on me. Then for blush, we're taking the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in Score. Such a pretty spring and summer blush color. I love this one. Then for highlight, we're taking the ABH and Marizzi highlighter and a Sigma F03 and just popping that on the high points. This is such a beautiful highlighter, but I don't recommend putting it on bare skin because it does not look pretty on bare skin. It made me look like I had wrinkles and just age it in places I don't. It was not cute. Then for lips, we are taking the Benefit They're Real Double the Lip in Flame Game, which is a lip liner and a lipstick in one, and it's a nice orange. Then we are setting everything with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And this is my completed spring pastel makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this look, and if you want to see more tutorials, definitely hit that subscribe button. I do upload tutorials quite frequently on my channel, and I upload videos at least 2 times a week, if not 3 sometimes. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun creating this look for you guys and hanging out with you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!